I don't even know how to work that.
Go down.
Okay. I think we are.
Push that camera on the side and see.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, guys, we are live on Instagram. And
Hi. So, guys, we are welcome to Unwind Friday. We will wait until we get some viewers, guys. I think that we just need to wait a little bit till we get some viewers. Hi, welcome to Unwind Friday.
We are here on Unwind Fridays, guys. You know, we're going to get us started here in a minute. We're just waiting for a few people to log on. We are here. We're going to bring some heat tonight, guys. You don't want to miss this. Tag your friends, tag your family, because this is going to be some good information. As you know, it's your girl, Lissa Black. It is Marie, our certified life and health coach. And then we have the Teresa Mosley. Y'all already know who she is, the owner of the Mosley School of Cosmetology, the business guru. She's going to drop some knowledge for you tonight, too. So tune in. You do not want to miss this. All right, guys. So we have a viewer here. Hello.
We have two viewers.
Welcome,
Hello, guys. So we're going to be looking at two cameras because we're set up on Instagram and on Facebook. Our topic tonight is about, do you know who you are? Last week we had one of our viewers ask how to create safe boundaries for them in relationships with siblings, in relationship with, significant others, daughter, mothers, mother, father, parentships also. And so after that conversation we had last week about boundaries, me and Melissa was just discussing, and I even talked to Miss Mosley. You really can't create boundaries if you don't know who you are and what you stand for. So that's what we're gonna dig deep into tonight. Hopefully, we have quite a few viewers on Instagram. I see. Hopefully, we get some more viewers coming in, but we're just gonna go ahead and just get to going.
Get started. All right. So here's a quick little background. Of course, as you know, as I stated earlier, Marie is a certified life and health coach. Like she said, last week we talked about creating boundaries. But again, how do you create boundaries if you are not comfortable and confident in who you are? And how do you find out who you are? Because for me personally, I had did some coaching with Marie, and I was in between jobs during this time. And I kind of was at a standstill. Like, what am I interested in? What would I like to do? And she went through this dope exercise with me, guys. And with this exercise, I was like, wow. She was like, I'm going to let her. I'm not going to say what she did because I don't want to spoil it. I want her to get to it. I want her to go through it so you guys can, do it with yourself and figure that out, too. But it was a really, really dope exercise when we finished. I was like, wow, I never thought that exercise would lead into this. Me finding out what I am interested in, what is important to me, and it helped me
and who
I was, and in my career search. So our hope tonight is that you find out who you are, what you are interested in, and it ties back to creating boundaries and building relationships and dealing with all those different things in life. Because as I said, guys, we are going into 2022 healed, edified, strong. We going ready, y'all. We going all the way. So here we are. We are going to get started. Let's go, Marie.
And I just would like to okudume you. Okudume means to edify, to build up, to teach. So that's what I do. I okudume my clients. I love Greek words. Me and Teresa went to Bible college, Layman's Bible College. So we had to do a lot of Hebrew and Greek word studies, and I just fell in love with them. My pastor loves the Greek and Hebrew. He gives us a lot of definitions for those too also. So let us tonight oikudume you. Do you have anything you want to say before we get started, Miss Mosley?
No, I'm just happy to be here. Basically, this is going to be my first time on Unwind Friday. So,
welcome,
I'm ready.
So the exercise Melissa was talking about, I'm going to go a little bit into it. If you really want to just go deep into things, then you would have to, contact me on a different level because it's really difficult to go deep on a short video.
Hey, Charlotte, I see you said hey.
Hey, Charlotte. She ain't the only one here, Charlotte. But one of the exercises that I took Melissa through is when Melissa told me she was looking for a different career. She didn't want to go back into sales or anything like that. I'm like, you really can't set boundaries. You really can't find a career. In a relationship, you really can't tell a person what you expect for them if you don't know who you are. So one of the foundations is building and knowing who you are is trying to figure out who you are. And one of the things I use in one of my sessions is having that person. So if you guys got a pen and paper, right? I would like for you guys to get a pen and paper because this is going to really help you. You're going to want to. You don't want to miss out on this. It's just really because, I had an instructor one time when I was in college tell me, you are the 5 people you hang around.
Exactly.
So that's deep. And that really helped me change my circle because I'm like, because you have to have something in common with the people you hang with, or you would not be able to hang with them.
Absolutely.
It is something that's drawn you to that person. Because if you don't have anything in common with them, you guys would not hang together at all. I mean, you could still love them, but you would not be able to relate in any way.
Right.
So one of the exercises that I took Melissa through is, okay, we're going to find out who you are, what you like, and I'm going to show you how to find this out. And she, at first she didn't take it serious. And then at the end, she like, wow, I didn't know that would take me that. So if you have your pen and paper, or you can use your Renee, you can use your notepad on your phone. I like
Instagram.
And everybody on Instagram,
everybody
also.
On Facebook, guys.
So you guys, I hope you guys on Instagram get your pen and paper or your notepad on your phone. Your notepad on your phone can go everywhere with you. Guys, I believe in having anchors. Anchors are what remind you to keep doing those action steps that you have planned to do each week. So having it somewhere that's accessible to you at all times is great. So taking notes on your notepad in your phone is always great because you always have them with you. So one of the things I had Melissa do is write down. Well, I'm going to give you guys less people because it's, usually when I do a session, it's an hour long with them. So write down, I would like for you guys right now, write down 3 people in your life that you admire. That's most important to you.
You want to do this.
So
Trust
3
me,
people.
Guys.
3
people.
3 people. And comment. You guys can comment too.
Absolutely.
If you're on Instagram, you can comment too. Comment or write down 3 people that inspire
everybody,
you.
Give us one person that you admire and tell us the one thing about them that you admire.
That you inspire.
Thank you, Nikki.
Okay. So, yes, guys, you definitely want to do this because I promise you at the end of this, you are going to be amazed. You're going to find an aha. You're going to be like, wow. So, even if you don't have a pen and paper, like she said, use your phone or think about it. You can do this mentally. Think of 3 people who inspire you and what makes them
Thank you for the compliment.
Yeah, so write that down. Comment. We guys would like for you to comment also.
So one of the people when I was growing up who really I feel like inspired me was Sister Charlene. When I used to be a kid, we used to go to
she's the first lady at a church at Holy Community Gospel Center.
And what inspired me about her is I just love that she owned her own salon. I love her drive, and not only that, she did my hair for free, y'all, because Mom couldn't afford to get my hair done. Like her heart to give back to do my hair, and so. She was a person who I admire. Like, if I could be like somebody at that time when I was a kid, she would have been a person who I picked. Like, I want to be like her when I grow up.
Okay. So, you guys should have your 3 people down now. Yeah. So, now after writing your 3 people down, I want you to write down why, the characteristics of why you admire this person. What characteristics do they have that is the reason why, that is the reason why you admire them? Write down some of those characteristics that you see in that person. Are they caring? Are they loving? Are they giving? Like, just, are they strong? Are they just different characteristics that you like about that person?
Are they an overcomer? Have they been through a lot? And so dang, no matter what she comes through, she overcomes.
Mm-hmm. Everything that you think about that person, when you think about their characteristics, why you admire that person, go ahead and write that down for me. Instagram and Facebook. Write that down for me. And you guys let me know. Talk back to us. If you don't have a pen and paper, you can literally write it on this post, on the Instagram post, on the Facebook post. Just write it down. So just think about it. And let me know when you guys have it right down. Just comment Done. I'm done. I got it
Yeah.
down.
You ain't gotta write
a
down
thing.
who it is. Maybe you want to keep it confidential.
Yeah.
Maybe you admiring them from afar. Just write done. I thought of my 3 people, or I wrote my 3 people down. I'm done. And like basically ready to move forward.
Yeah, so we can know, guys. I promise you want to do this, guys.
And it can be
Think about those
anybody.
people.
You know, maybe
It could
it's
be a
somebody on
celebrity.
TV. Yes.
Because Oprah is one of my people.
Exactly. So
Viola Davis is one of my people.
Exactly, because sometimes it could be a celebrity. Sometimes it could be a show that you're watching and you see these people and it's characteristics of that character that you admire. Like, wow, if I could just be that strong, if I could be that brave, if, you know what I mean? These things that just make you like, I wish that was
And
me.
sometimes people are strongest in their weakest moments.
Mhm.
You see that strength. You like, wow. Even though she was at her lowest point, she still found something to hold on to and pull back.
Mhm.
So, like, you can find strength in weakness.
So when you say that, it can be a family member, it can be
Yes.
an aunt, it could be your mother.
Anybody.
It can be anybody that just inspire you, that just give you hope. Write down the characteristics of why they inspired you. And let us know. Thank you. So that let us know when you're done. Hopefully we're just gonna give you guys a little bit more time. So I'm just gonna go over why this is important. So we are drawn to people. So in the beginning I talked about the number one, the main 5 people we hang around is who we are. The reason why I say that, and some of y'all might look at, if y'all look at the people and you hang around somebody, your 5 people, and you say, no, I'm not. That means that's a part of you need to work on, baby.
Exactly.
Because you would not be hanging around that person if that was not a part of you. I don't care if it was family or whatever, because we have family members that we love, but we don't hang with.
Yep.
Because I have nothing, I hang with you at Thanksgiving at a family reunion, but we're not. When I say the number 5 people, I mean your close 5 people that you call, that you always with.
This to a man right here.
Absolutely.
Like, if I'm talking to somebody on the phone, I don't have many people who I communicate with. It's going to be Melissa or Marie. I have a lot of even siblings, but the people who I talk to the most is right here. Because it's something about them that admires me, that inspires me, that builds me up. Because when you're not with the right people, you can't
You
even
can
get...
feel that. It
Man,
can be
you can
draining.
feel that. You're like, why am I always draining?
We
You
talked
don't
about
be
that
giving
last
everything.
week.
Yes.
And in our boundary setting, if you're around somebody, like I said, pay attention to how you feel when you are around somebody. Because honestly, sometimes you don't even know. You just suddenly be like, man, I'm tired, y'all. Like, you will be around somebody and suddenly you feel tired. Baby, that person is draining you. It be leeches out here. But yes, find those people. And you might make somebody's day, honestly. Some people don't even know they inspired you. And it's inspiring to know they inspired you. So don't be ashamed when you say that. Because honestly, I am big on Teresa. You inspire me. Because she was, we are. And some people are ashamed to admit that. Some people scared to admit that.
Yeah.
Because you were, we are. Because you did, we can. You know what I'm saying? So be genuine.
And guys, look at this. I'm the oldest sister. I'm the oldest. And I have no problem in following her lead. Because you know what? One thing I notice about people have so much pride that they hinder their own dreams. They won't let other people help them because I don't want nobody else says they did something for me. I talked about this last week. Even the show we used to watch, The Braskins. Tamar Jackson, in her pride and arrogance, she didn't even want to admit that her sister Toni Braxton opened doors for them. Because she didn't want to feel like, but you should never feel like, you should always be happy to be proud. It's something wrong with your heart if you have a problem with admiring the people who helped build you up.
Exactly. And because one thing about it, if you think about it, like, I couldn't be without y'all. Like, even the support from my sisters, them being there for me, them, like, Marie taking care of my kids, y'all. When I had my twins, they was like 5 days old. She had to take them because I was in the hospital for 30 days. Just the ongoing support and just knowing that I'm supported and loved. I could walk in the boldness and the anointing that God put on my life.
Yes. And then with that same thing she said, is because you are bold, because you are strong, because you were determined. All those things have created paths for us. So, and to be able to say that to her, because you did not give up, because you was saying, hey, you can only say no to me. And then I'm going to find another avenue if you do. So finding strength in each other's strengths.
And the
being
people around
able to
you in
count
your
on each other
circle.
for each other, strengthen your circle.
And there's something else that just came up in my heart that I want to tell you guys. Now, God will place people in your life, and don't chase them away because of your insecurities. Because I want to give you an example. We meet people who we think that are better than us. Nobody is better. Yes, they might be further than you, but God put them there for a reason to get you where you want to be. And because you feel a certain way, sometimes we put that off on that person feels that way. Right. It's not always true. That person don't feel that way. Sometimes we have inside battles that trick our mind to think that this person feel this way about me when it's not true. When this person is only trying to help you with the dreams you told them that you want in your life.
And that goes back to projecting yourself
on others.
Because honestly, people gonna see you the way, people gonna act towards you the way they see you. So pay attention to how people treat you. Because honestly, you could be all these things in their head, and then honestly, you could just be holding on in real life. You could be simply trying to make it. But we don't want to get too far off subject, so you should have those people.
should have those people. And so now I want you to go through those characteristics and pick the number 5 characteristics that's most important to you. So out of those 3 people that you pick that inspire you most in your life, and out of all the characteristics that you wrote down that you believe is the reason why that they inspire you the most,
share this.
What characteristics? Make sure you guys share this. Pick 5 of those. 5 of those top that's very important to your life, your career, who you are in every area of your life. Pick the top 5 of those characteristics that inspire you in that person. And so I just want to give you guys time to do that.
While you're doing that, we're going to keep chatting it up. So, y'all, this is meant to be engaging. This is meant to be
we want you guys to talk back to us.
Uplifting. Yes. So, what's going on? How you feeling? Have you found your people? If not, look for somebody. Put people in your circle. Put people that's going to inspire you, because honestly, your circle is a big part of who you are,
absolutely.
who you become, where you've been, and where you going. So
it stops the draining. It stops you from feeling drained and empty when you have the right people. Because a lot of people feel guilty for not having certain people. You don't have to. You can still love them. Exactly. You can still go visit them and talk to them, but you don't have them suck from you. You don't have them as your main people, because you need people. Let me tell you, you need people in your circle that you can talk to about anything. You need people in your circle that's going to pray for you. You need to be able to pray for people, because you need to be that person too that you're expecting other people to be. Because a lot of times on Facebook I see people say, well, don't nobody call me, but at the same time they don't call people either. We need to be exactly who we expect other people to be.
That's good. Be that friend you want.
Yes. Exactly. But another thing I was going to talk about, in life, there are assets and liabilities.
Yes.
Right? So if you, and y'all understand finances, y'all understand liabilities is something that's draining us. It's taken from us. Like I got some credit card debt. I'm trying to pay this mess off. Those are liabilities. But assets are something that's add value to you. Mm-hmm. Right? So you own a house, right?
That's an asset.
It's an asset.
Mm-hmm.
It's valuable. You got stocks. You got businesses. Those are assets. Mm-hmm. Well, people are the same way. So you probably got some people in your life that are assets. They're always pouring into you. Y'all pouring into each other. Right? So nobody's not depleting the other person. Or you have people in your life that are nothing but liabilities. They come, they drain you out of everything, and every time they leave, you exhaust like, Lord, every time she leaves, I can't barely breathe,
like
he leave, or I'm just so overwhelmed.
Or every time that kid leave, we gonna talk about these grown kids. So I'm always talking about the grown kids, baby.
Got to. You absolutely have
exactly.
to.
So that is so important.
Yeah. So we should have those 5 characteristics of the person that inspires you and why they inspire you. So that's where you should be at right now.
No, right now they should be picking the top 5 of why they inspire.
Right.
The top 5 characteristics.
Right.
You should have time to pick that. So I have something to tell you.
Okay.
I have something to tell you guys right now.
Okay, tell us, girl.
I'm gonna tell you. So those top 5 characteristics that you picked out of the people that inspire you, that's who you are.
Wow. What?
That's deep.
Marie.
That's who you are.
See, y'all see how that works? So the people who inspired you, why they inspired you, is part of who you are. Because you are inspired by that, because that triggers something in you.
Exactly. And then sometimes like, oh, well, why ain't where they at? Why ain't doing this? Why? It's in you. You just don't have to pull it out.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I was a kid, I wanted to be bold then, but I was just so beat down, right? And even though I always was a bold person, I was just using it in the wrong way, you know, because cussing people out.
Yeah, we can use our gifts in the wrong way.
And we can use our gifts in the wrong
Next
way.
subject.
But I think that you know, over time, as I grew, as I got around people who empowered me, as I, you know, studied on the word and started letting God pour into me who I was, then over time I was able to walk in my boldness. And over time I was able to see the characteristics that I wanted to show more. The more I nurtured them, the more I seen them. And so sometimes those things are already in you. They're already in your heart. You got to start nurturing that thing. Like, I'm like, I always been a fun person. Like, with my sisters, I party. Like, come on, y'all. Yeah. I get around people, I don't say nothing. I'm like, they're like, oh, she don't talk. I'm talking to you.
Mean.
She mean.
And people definitely project on you because they're like, oh, she ain't say nothing. She must don't like me, or she
Exactly.
did that.
But I think sometimes what happens is when you not confident and bold with who you are, you don't know how people gonna receive you.
Mm-hmm.
So I watch them. Like, no, I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna see who they are. Then maybe I could be myself. You know what I mean? But if I feel like they gonna judge me, they're not gonna get to meet Teresa Mosley today. I'll just sit here and be quiet and like.
You get to see Teresa Mosley, but you won't get to meet her. See? But really, and be careful on how you accept how people perceive you, because that can be you and it cannot be you. Don't accept everything people perceive of you, because people will see me and they'll be like, oh girl, I thought this and I thought that. Baby,
no, everybody thinks that we're mean or stuck up because, you know, we were trained. My mother suffered from low self-esteem, so she trained us to walk with our heads up high, in my family, chest out and head up high. So, like, we literally was trained to walk like that. So people used to be, oh, their noses be all in the air, this and that. And that's not even the case. We was trained, even when somebody was talking about us, we was trained to not show that emotion, to keep our head up high and our chest up and keep walking past it. So we would look past it. But I have learned in my journey to not look past hurt, to acknowledge that something hurt me so that I can heal from it. So you guys, now that you found out who you are in that, and it goes deeper than that, and if you guys, anybody who ever feel like, oh, I just want a life coach and go deeper, you can. I have a special going on for a session for $30 for the holiday. But you can just talk to me and we can talk one-on-one and we can get deeper in, because it's hard to do it online. But I hope that this enlightens you to see who you are. And one way to stepping into who you are is telling yourself who you are. So one of the things that I tell my clients is every day, you know those characteristics that you wrote down that you like of a person, you write down, I'm a leader. I'm strong. I'm a money maker. Whatever it was. I wish some of you guys would comment some of your characteristics that you wrote down. Go ahead and say who you are. Go ahead and say who you are in the comments of those top 5 characteristics.
That's right.
So every day you say that to yourself in the mirror, and what it do, it changes the negative thoughts that you had about yourself.
Right.
So and it give you something enough to replace when you're having those hard days when you feel like, oh, I'm not nothing. I can't achieve this. Instead of saying that, you replace that with one of those characteristics. Oh, I'm a go-getter. Oh, I'm strong. Oh, one of my things when I was going through college, y'all, I would feel so frustrated, but I never would say I can't. I always would say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. No matter how I feel, even when I didn't feel that way,
even in my
I would say that.
I would do that.
Yeah.
I would say all things are possible for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, I feel like, Lord, I don't know what I'm doing. That's how I feel in the inside. But I would just say, there's nothing impossible for me. All things are possible for me.
And all things are possible for you.
And what you do most is what you do best.
Exactly.
So if you beat yourself down most, you're going to beat yourself down the best. But if you build yourself up, positive affirmation.
Build yourself up. You don't need nobody else. You don't need a man. You don't need your mother, your father, your children. Nobody to build you up. You are responsible for your own happiness. You are responsible for building you up. When we give that to somebody else, they're always going to fail. We're human. The only person who can build us up is number one, God. God edifies us in his word. So that when we read his word, that edifies us. And us speaking those words, because God say what's beautiful. He says what He created us for in His Word. So when we build and speak those things, God says that you are wonderfully made in His image. You are beautiful. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you.
Absolutely.
You are more than a conqueror. You are the head and not the tail. Those are things you have to say to yourself in the mirror, even when you're feeling down, even when you feel horrible about yourself. You say those things, or you say those characteristics that you wrote down. If you're not a Christian, we're not going to push anything on you, but just say the characteristics that you see in other people, because those characteristics that you are drawn to, that you love the most in people, they are who you are. So I hope you guys got something from this. I hope you guys did your action steps last week of setting some boundaries. Did any of you guys set some new boundaries last week?
Yes.
That's what we'd like to know.
All right. Did you set boundaries?
Did you set some new boundaries with a kid, with a mama, with a boyfriend,
with a cousin,
with a friend, with a cousin,
anything,
somebody who only called you because they need some more money because they didn't spend their money on what they want to spend it on? Or somebody who want to emotionally drain you, but not like never call to check on you, but they just want to emotionally take. Did you set any new boundaries? Let us know if you did those action steps. So this week action steps would be to talk to yourself every time you walk past a mirror and say who you are.
Positive things. Positive affirmation.
Yes. So the characteristics that you picked out of the top 5 people that inspire you most, and all the characteristics that you are drawn to, that they have, that inspire you. Those out of those top 5 is what you can say to yourself every week, this week, so that when we talk to you again, hopefully you're feeling better, you're feeling more empowered, because we want to hear some testimonies come from this. We want to hear, I was built up to the point that I start walking in my purpose, because it's nothing like living in purpose every day, living on purpose.
So one thing I can tell you who you not is the things that people said about you. Mm-hmm. I think one things that I had to get over was all of the negative things that people said to me when I was growing up. I literally probably did not get to who I am till I probably was like 25. Like, I had so many walls up and I was beat down with just so much negativity. Oh, you too dark, you too black, you stupid. You was in special ed, so you slow. Like, I mean, the list goes on. And so sometimes you have all that baggage up on you. It's hard to get from under all of that baggage. But that's what
positive. That's what talking to yourself helps doing.
Absolutely.
Because what we do is when we start to believe that stuff, we start to say that stuff about ourselves.
Exactly.
And we start to believe that about ourselves. That's the reason why you don't say those things to your children, y'all. Please don't talk bad to you. Don't call them.
Or let your kids say that stuff
stupid
to each other.
or let them say. My kids are not allowed to call each other names in my house.
Because my aunties tell us no signifying.
No signifying.
No signifying in my house.
But and so I never allowed it because I didn't like it. Because your home should be a place of peace. People, you shouldn't be in your house getting torn down because then you got to go on the street and they tear you down too.
Exactly.
You should leave your house empowered and build up with your full armor on, so anything that come at you bounces off. Exactly. And so that's how I build my household with my kids. My kids wear what they want to wear. Can't nobody talk about that. If my grown kids want to go out with Elsa shoes on, they're going to go out proudly and not care because they are confident in who they are. So, and I'm happy to build my children like that, and I'm happy, and that's the reason why I became a life coach, so I can build others like that, and in the process, continually to build myself up. Absolutely. Because I come from a hard knock life, and that's real. I know I don't look like, because I take care of my skin, y'all, with my Mary Kay. But so I don't look like it, and I take care of myself, and I try not to abuse my body, because you can see abuse on the body. Mm-hmm. You can see abuse on the mind from the way people feel about themselves and they walk down, and you can also see abuse on the body also. But we love you guys, and we hope that we made you guys tonight. You guys, you can like my Oikudume page. There is a link on there if you just want to schedule a $30 session. So if you had I need a one-on-one. I want to talk to her personally because I don't want to be commenting on Facebook and everybody know my business. I do have at okudume.com, or you can go onto my website or at okudume.net and click on the link and schedule an appointment with me for $30. It's 80% off right now. because it's the holiday, and I know I got that sale going on because around the holidays, people really just feel
some people
down.
have holiday depression because they lost somebody or whatever it is. But as always, we want this to be engaging. We want this to be real. We want this to be, personal. We want you to get an aha moment in here. And we also want you to share. We want you to comment a topic if you want to talk about it. If something been weighing on you, if something you're happy about, we are open to take comments. We're probably going to start inviting guests in. If somebody's like, hey, I want to talk on here. I got some stuff I want to share. I know I'm going to be empowering to people. Let us know. But just like she said, we will link that because in case you can't spell it or in case it's just new to you because it's a Greek word. So don't feel bad. It's a Greek word.
I still can't say it right.
So we will link her profile for you guys. Again, y'all know I look out for y'all, get y'all a little something free here. You know what I'm saying? I kind of put her on the first spot the first time to get y'all a little free services to let y'all know what was going on. And every week,
send me request. We'll let you join today.
So we'll let you. So we'll let you join.
No,
so
we don't want to keep airing.
Yeah, and she's
how long we've been on because we don't want to make our videos.
Yeah, we don't want it to be too long. We want to get in and get out.
So next week we'll let you join.
Y'all started a few minutes late. It's 8:08.
Oh, okay. So we might still have a little comment. Let us know if there is a topic that you guys want to talk about, something that's weighing on you, something that you just want to discuss, period, something that you like, hey, let's talk about this. Because again, like I said, we have a business guru, we have a certified life and health coach. Y'all already know I'm bringing you the heat from the street.
And then me and Teresa does, she does business coaching. I do career coaching. So, and we're actually going to start some classes for those who just really want some more extra time with Miss Teresa and us. To get their business going. If you're stuck in your business, you just finished school, you're stuck. So we got so much stuff ready for 2022. So we want to help you get your stuff ready for 2022.
And you guys,
because it's important.
We have our vision board party.
And we're gonna post a link.
And we're gonna post the link for that one. And our vision board party ain't about cutting out something from no newspaper or magazine and posting it on nothing. It's about basically building you up so that you can know who you are, what you want, and so that we can actually have those visions so that we can make them plain and we can get those things. Everything that I do, I started with a vision, a hope, and I wrote it down somewhere.
Write it down. I
always woke up, if I had a dream or a vision and I just wanted something or a heart desire, I write it down. Even if I never look at it again, Marie, I write it down.
Mm-hmm. But sometimes you run across it and you be like, wow.
Right, I wrote that down.
Wow. Yeah, and then also when we do Unwind Fridays, guys, we really do want you to comment what you're thinking because in order to unwind, you have to purge. You have to purge your mind. You got to get those things off your mind. And
you're free to inbox any one of us if you want to.
If you're shy, is my page. Marie Lewis or Oiko Dume is her page. This is Teresa Mosley. And we're gonna come. We've been doing this, honestly, we haven't went live doing it, but we have dropped some videos. We've been doing this for like over 5 years.
Yeah, and so we have like different women and friends who stop by on Fridays, and we just sit and we talk and we encourage each other. Yes. Sometimes, I have women come over that's down, and one thing about me and my sister, we are God. That is one of our gifts, is building people up and making them feel good. And so when you leave from around us, you're gonna leave edified. Absolutely. You're gonna leave Oiko Dume, period. Mm-hmm. Because that's what God, and that's the reason why we're doing what we do, because we recognize that this is our purpose, and we need to get this going more.
Sisters empowering sisters or brothers, whatever it is, y'all. We want to empower you. We want to uplift you. We want to be there
motivate
for you,
educate you.
Okay, come on. All of those things, we got you, honey.
Because our saying, teamwork make the dream work. So if you got a dream, we want to make sure that your dream work. We're not stingy with any of our wisdom, our knowledge. We want to do everything that we can to get you into your greatness, because that's what keep it going and flowing. And that's what make our circles bigger and great, is when we are all sharing the knowledge that God blessed us with. And so we're going to go ahead and end this. But I would like for you guys, if you had any appreciations tonight, any insights, any aha moments, to comment that. You guys' action step for the week is to say positive things to us. When you walk past the mirror, say, I am great. I'm wonderful. I'm more than a conqueror. I will have that house that I dream for. I will have the dream job. I will have the career. I will own my own business. Whatever it is that you want, speak it to your life. Breathe life into it by speaking it into existence. Build yourself up to becoming that person. Every time a negative thought comes that tells you you're not who God said you are, you reframe that thought. You change it. I'm telling you, you have to talk to yourself. Our mind talks to us all day, every day. And if you don't check it, it can bring you to a very dark place. So you have to, as soon as you hear a negative thought, check it right then and there. I call it critter brain. Our brain criticizes us all the time. So when
we
you
get to a whole other subject with that.
So we're going to end it.
Like this, share it. If you see somebody or you heard something that you think may build somebody else, share it with your friends. Share it on your page. Invite people in. We will be back next Friday. Hopefully you guys will comment in a topic so that we can touch on. If not, we will get together. We will come up with a topic. And we will see you guys next Friday.
And we love you. You guys have just been Oiko Dume.
Have a good night on Unwind Friday.
I don't know where your finish is on it.
It looked like people was commenting on Melissa.
Wait, let me.
No, it was a few people comment. Yeah, you